Hello, welcome to episode 27 of the 15 podcast with, well, not with, well, yes, with, whatever. As always, there's my co-host Togs,
Actually, featuring Togs.
featuring Togs, feet Togs, and our lovely guest Molly.
Hello. Hi, I'm here. Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Molly is a very well-known person in the community that won't be talked about. Which, sorry that we won't talk about it because you are quite well known in that community.
Darn. That's okay. We'll figure out something else to talk about, I suppose.
It won't be too hard. We have notes.
We have notes.
Well, it's true. Usually guests where we have notes, the interviews tend to flow a little smoother, I found.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I made some notes too, just in case.
You made notes, did you, really?
I really did,
Wow.
in my bullet journal.
Thank you for being prepared.
Thanks. I hate not being prepared, so I always over-prepare.
Well,
I mean, we're at peace with that, you know?
Yeah, it's more... Your over-preparation has made up for other people's lack of preparation.
Ooh. Were you talking some shade on some former guests?
We won't name names. Let's just say some episodes are better than others. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, that's fair.
Maybe we can spill tea afterwards. Yes, so Molly. I've known you for quite a while. Since about December? November? No,
December.
December?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure when, because I know you arrived later to the group chat.
I'm pretty sure I was the last person.
Oh, yes, actually.
Does that make me number 15?
I think that does.
Is this podcast named after me?
Relevant.
In a sense, I suppose it is. The Molly podcast. Wow. So, Togs.
I know how I feel about being the Molly podcast now. I've got mixed feelings on that one.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of Molly.
I never said there was. I'm just saying I'm not into Molly myself, you know?
Oh, wow, way to roast Molly. We are, of course, talking about the drug, if that was...
Yeah, I was going to say, do you call it Molly in America?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. It was super popular my freshman year of college. So, like, as you can imagine, when you're meeting, like, a million new people and, like, everyone just sing this song, Molly, 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 back to me. Or they're like, oh, your name's like the drug. I'm like, yeah. Awesome. Great to meet you. Hope you remember my name now.
Cool. Yeah. Great.
Have you ever partaken in drug use?
You
do not have to answer that.
No, not really.
Using your real last name.
No. I've thought about it. I read a Michael Pollan book about psychedelics, which was really interesting and made me kind of want to try, but also I don't like being out of control, so
right.
I haven't tried it yet.
Wait. That makes sense. How do you spell psychedelic again? Sorry, I'm just...
No. You have to figure this out on your own.
I was
you have to type it up and then hope.
I was missing the Y. I was just doing PSC. I was like, what's happening?
Psychedelic.
What about you guys?
What, in terms of drug use?
Yeah.
I've done a couple things. I'm a pretty open stoner, and I've done another thing or two here and there, but I don't know if it's worth getting into the specifics of. Dogs, how about you explain your drug life?
I am 100% sober.
Yes.
In capacity of drugs, alcohol. I do not drink. I do not drink coffee, caffeine. None of that. My body is a temple. I will live to the ripe old age of 160.
The
To
perfect.
live without caffeine. I just could never.
It just means I sleep until noon.
Okay, fair.
You're also up fairly late though, usually.
Yeah, usually, but even this week I go to bed at like 11 p.m., which is like violently reasonable for me
Wow, good boy.
because I have to be up at like 9 in the morning.
Oh yeah, since last recording, I don't know if you want to
Mm.
touch on it, Togs, but you've got a full-time job now.
Yeah, I won't go into the specifics, but I do work full time now, so I will have less time for the podcast, that's for sure.
Yes, that's why we are
Um,
aiming to backlog now.
and I might just become like a garbage, boring person now, you know?
I don't know, maybe there will just be fun new work anecdotes. We will see.
I don't think there will be.
Have you
No
ever?
crazy coworkers.
Anyway,
Sorry, what was that,
sorry.
Molly?
I was gonna ask if you have any crazy coworker stories, but it's probably too early to
Yeah, I was
tell.
gonna say it's been a week. Any crazy coworker stories? Yeah, 100% no. I work from home, so I don't work in an office. Partially because COVID, but also because the office is based in Melbourne and I live in Sydney, so I'll just be working from home always. And then most of the team lives in the UK, so I didn't even get to see them until like the last the last hour of work.
Wow.
So yeah, no, very very minimal interaction.
I mean, that's cool. It's you don't need interaction to have a successful job or a fun job or make friends with coworkers. I'm sure. I would assume. I would imagine.
I'm gonna level with you, Riley. I think you need interaction to make friends with coworkers.
That's not true. You can be friends with like a mime from a bar. I don't know.
That's still an interaction then.
I guess. I guess you can be physical with a mime. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Sorry, can you define interaction for me, Riley?
Okay, well, there's the five senses, right? It would be having one of those five senses stimulated by something as an interaction, right?
Yeah, okay. So like talking to someone is an interaction.
Yeah, but the mime's not going to talk
Smelling
back.
someone is an interaction.
Yeah.
It is, but I don't know if that'll produce friends.
Go sniff a mime.
Okay, so how long have we been into the podcast? That's something I want to do every 15 minutes.
This is 8 minutes in.
Okay, cool. So this is relevant to one of the notes. My neighborhood is currently on fire. So I'm just going to go look outside the window and make sure that it's not getting closer to my house. So I'm going to be right back.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Have fun.
That's fair enough. I wasn't aware that was happening. I don't smell smoke in the air, and we don't live that far apart, so now I'm really cautious.
Jeez. Wow. I didn't realize there were still fires going on over there.
I didn't either. It's also the middle of winter, so
Hmm.
this is really
Yeah.
shooketh me. Oh, here he is.
I just checked my
Yeah.
windows and I see no fire, so we're all good over here.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. So how was it, dogs?
Well, it's getting bigger, but it's not getting closer. So
Why is there a fire?
I don't know. fucking Moses called down to play real quick. I don't know.
I mean, okay. I don't know, maybe there was like a drug house blew up. I don't know.
No, it's pretty far away, I think.
Okay. Okay. If you suddenly need to dip out at like 50 minutes, we'll understand.
That'd be a
Yeah.
pretty good bit for your podcast if,
Oh, Togs' house
everything
burnt
went up
down?
in. Yeah.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
You definitely go viral.
You'd hope so. Togs, would you take that trade-off? Your house burns down, but we go viral.
How much money do we get from going viral?
Let's say we get 100,000 subs.
And you get to go on a local news channel.
Togs has been on the news before. We'll touch on that later.
Yeah. Also a fire-related incident.
Oh, no.
I don't think I can say just knowing the value of real estate, you know.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, do you have house insurance?
I'd have to check my policy before I can get back to you.
I love some insurance talk.
Yeah, talk sexy to me with your insurance.
Hey, it's one of the sexier financial aids.
It's one of the 15,
It's,
actually.
it's insurance. Do we have any spaces
No,
left in the
no,
list?
sexy
Oh,
insurance.
sexy insurance. I mean, if there is space on the list, we could put that in. If it's up to you. So Molly,
So Riley.
you live in New Jersey.
I do. Currently. Yes.
Oh, currently, have you not always lived there?
No, I'm not from here.
Oh, I've just associated with you with New Jersey. I didn't realize.
No, I'm very like anti New Jersey. Like everyone here can tell that I'm not from New Jersey.
Well, so
Wait, sorry. There's a difference between coming across as not a local and coming across as anti New Jersey.
I guess not anti, but
Okay, cool.
definitely not a
You walking,
local.
you're just like, God, I fucking hate living here.
so
No.
if you're not local to New Jersey, where are you from? I mean, you don't have to specify, obviously, but
I'm from Minnesota. It's Midwestern, near Canada.
That's cows.
We're known for our lakes.
oh, wait, that's the one that's next to Michigan, right?
No.
No. Well, I know Michigan has lakes, right?
It does,
There is
but
Lake
it's
Michigan that does exist.
it's the land of 10,000 lakes. So we just have like
Oh, lots
the
of little
most.
ones. Okay.
Yeah, lots of little ones.
And it
Not.
gets chilly up in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, it is really cold there. Not a fan of that.
So why did you move to New Jersey then?
I moved here for college,
Mhm.
and then now I'm working here. So, and my mom is from here, so I have family out here. My
Sure.
parents used to live on the East Coast, so it's not like super foreign for me.
Sure.
But yeah, I like traveling and trying new places. So
Cool. Traveling
Lit.
all the way to New Jersey.
yeah, I mean, for some people, it's crazy. A lot of my family and other people are like, "Why are you going out there?"
I mean,
But
I hear a lot of people shit on New Jersey, but I actually really like it. I'm a New Jersey stan.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like one of my favorite movies is like from New Jersey, and I guess that's sort of where it's my like for it stemmed from. But
Garden State.
I don't know what that is. Is that a movie?
That movie.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
look it up.
that's just the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
It's about New Jersey.
I'm gonna level with you. Of all the new like cities and or states, New Jersey's at the bottom of the list for me.
How many News are there?
I'm thinking New York and New Orleans are the.
Oh, okay. What other? There must
Okay,
be more.
there's New Hampshire,
New Hampshire, New England.
New England.
New South Wales, baby.
I'm talking about in
I
America.
know. I know.
Right, I'll drive
New
over
Mexico.
I'll bring the fire. New Mexico.
lot
Yeah.
New Mexico is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no, there's definitely pros and cons to New Jersey.
I feel like New Jersey is only talked about negatively because it's directly next to New York. So people are like,
right.
it's just the sub New York. Ha ha ha. It's like, no, New Jersey is cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to like live in the city, it's nice to be a little outside of the city, and you're super close to Philadelphia and New York, which is very convenient. But it's also beautiful. like there's tons of farmland, and like it's called the Garden State, so it's very pretty and old. You've got all the old buildings and
Yeah, the elderly are awesome. Yeah.
yeah, love the elderly.
Especially these days.
Yeah,
What
can't get enough of them.
what's so special about them these days?
That the Jeez, that was about to be a very macabre statement. They're struggling with the current pandemic.
Oh, sure. I mean, I'm sure they all take it differently.
They're dropping like flies felt a little too harsh.
Yeah. Well, shout out to any elderly people. I hope you're doing well.
Here, shout out to the old people. I hope you vibing.
This is a pro elderly podcast.
Of course, if well, I think out of all demographics of human, that they might be on the lower end.
Yeah. I'm a little with you. I'm a little on the boomer remover train. Because I eventually want to own property to live in.
That's a good point.
It doesn't seem like that's going to be a feasible dream for me because of them. So
That's true. Australia is epic.
just waiting for the redistribution of wealth.
Yeah.
Same.
Also, we might just die soon because the globe is warming to an insane level.
That's not going to kill the humans for another couple centuries, but I think we're good.
I think you'd be surprised.
Look, it's certainly not happening in our lifetime. It's not going to suddenly boil.
I think, yeah, we're not going to boil, but everything dying around us is going to have a pretty significant
like plant
impact.
life.
Well, like
Yeah.
the fires are getting worse, and people and animals are dying in those, so it's definitely having an effect on us.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, so we backburn in Australia, and I think you like some states have just picked up the practice.
What does that mean?
Backburn is controlled burning to prevent larger
Yeah.
fires.
Oh,
You
yeah.
intentionally like start fires, so there's less fires. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's like by state. They do it individually, and some are better than others.
Even though Native Americans have been saying from the get-go, we hate you. You shouldn't be here, you filthy colonizers. I'm sorry, I don't want to put words in Native American people, but if you're gonna live here, this is how you survive. Backburning is something that is very, very, very beneficial. And then America's just like, actually, free real estate.
Yeah. America's.
I went to high school with someone who does that. Like she posts pictures all the time of her burning things. Pretty cool.
Are you sure she's not a pyromaniac?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
She just posts photos of her burning things. I mean,
no, she's got like the full gear and everything. She's legit.
Okay.
She's a legit pyromaniac.
It'd be fun to just burn things too. I'd do that.
Honestly, yeah, burning shit's fun. Just getting like a bin and throwing like paper in. It's very, very fun.
Yeah, I tried to burn some notes from my senior year of college. You know, like one of those like, this is the worst class ever, I'm gonna burn it. And it didn't work so well. They didn't really burn well. It took forever. I just kind of gave up.
I did something very similar as well.
Dedication.
Not once. Well, yes, it happened once. But at the end of high school, a group of how many of us? There was 1, 2, 3. There was 4 of us. Actually, 5 because one of them brought their girlfriend, and we essentially got all our paperwork from high school on like the last day, and we went into like some fucking random park. Like it wasn't even like, it was like in the middle of, so it was all grassy and nice, and there were trees and shit. And we just piled all the paper in the middle and just lit it on fire, and. We really could have like burnt down like a fucking neighborhood if we weren't careful.
Which you weren't.
We weren't, but I think that there's a little lake nearby, so I think we're like, we'll be fine. Anyway, so we watched it burn for like a couple hours as it was standing around a big fire, throwing like paper in, and then we drove off, but we just left all the ashes sitting there. right?
Just fucked off after that.
Yeah, we just fucked off. And then the cops were called by, like, I guess one of the houses nearby or something.
Yeah, that tracks.
Like, I guess they just saw a big fire in the park, and they were like, "Hey, mind checking this out?" And
The cops are
then
like, yeah, we're busy.
yeah,
Lol.
no, well, like the cops came, and then they like dug through the ashes, and they saw some paperwork with some of my old friends' names on them, like on
Oh,
it.
damn.
So they like, so two of my friends got in trouble because I guess because there was like four of us that were burning stuff. So two of us, like I guess all our paperwork got burnt up, but two people I guess had stuff still in the pile. So they had to go back to that park like in the next day or two and just clean all this ash out of the grass. And yeah,
Be like, sorry.
you actually know one of the people, Tox. You don't know the others, but
Oh, I do?
yeah,
Do I know what any of them?
you most certainly do not. But
Oh, is it who I think it might be?
oh, okay, then you know two people. I wasn't thinking of that person, but
Oh, well, I'm proud of you for not thinking of that person. They shall obviously remain nameless, but we don't stan.
again, we might spill the tea to you afterwards. But
Yeah.
but no,
Okay.
it's Martin. You know Martin.
Oh, fuck yeah, and Martin will probably eventually be on. Martin, you silly bitch.
Yeah, well, we love Martin. I'm seeing him tomorrow actually. Just
Oh, God, I wish that was me.
you can come. Do you want to come?
What time you do? We can talk about that later.
Can I
Anyway,
Molly, if you want to come,
well, I mean, I shit you not. You're so welcome.
yeah, if you
Thank
really
you.
want to commit, jump on down. Just leave.
Maybe I gotta find someone to take care of my cat first, and then I'll be right on over.
Do we want to talk about your cat?
I don't know if
'Cause
you
that-
guys want to.
Well, that was one of the notes I made.
Ah,
Cats.
How is your kitty?
he's good. He's sitting in the hallway, staring at my backpack. Come here, buddy. Oh, no, he's just looking at me.
Do you want to drop
Oh, he
us a
put his-
photo of him so we can put him in?
Sure. He's just staring up at me now, like, why aren't you playing with me? All you do is ignore me. Never give me enough attention.
All you do
Traitor.
is podcast.
Fucking podcast.
But no, honestly, I love your cat. I think it's one of the most beautiful just cats. And like, I'm not a cat person, but I just think visually your cat is very attractive. Not attractive. Is very appealing.
Yeah, he's gorgeous. He's 15 pounds and giant and fluffy. Here, this is a pretty funny picture.
Wonderful photo. Togs, you seeing this?
I'm not seeing this.
Well, check it out, bro.
Oh, that's a fluffy baby. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
What is
That's
that reaction?
Oh, that's such a fluffy boy. Boy, girl.
Boy.
Boy, so fluffy. What breed is that? I think our friend Hannah, who's been on the podcast, has a similar.
No, Fee is not that kind of cat. Fee's like way
Yeah.
longer haired, I think.
Way
He's
longer haired.
partially Maine
Yeah.
Coon.
Mancoon.
No,
I don't know cats. I'm straight, so I don't know things.
No,
I only know like 2 types of cats, and Maine Coon is one of them.
I'm guessing the other is Sphinx, like all the bold ones.
Oh yeah, there's those ones. I know more than 2. I lied. But like it's not like dogs where it's like
yeah, they're
you
super
define them
distinctive.
by their breed. You don't really care as much about cats.
That's true. Cats are just cats. Yeah,
Mhm.
They do kind of be just cats, though.
yeah, cats do just be cats.
Interestingly
Yeah,
enough.
just catting it up.
But then there's the reverse when it comes to the big ones, because big dogs like wolves and like maybe hyenas, but then cats you got like a billion cool ones. So it sort of reverses based on
True.
size. Which
Good point. Cats win.
I am more of a dog fan.
Yeah,
but,
I'm a dog boys.
but that's mainly because I grew up with dogs and I'm allergic to cats. So
That's
yeah,
fair.
it's pretty fair.
That's-
Yes. So how long have you had him? Had your boy?
I think it's been a little over 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he 2 years old, or did you get him as a rescue?
He was, I think, a year and a half when I got him. He was not getting along with the other cats he lived with. He was a big bully. He needed all the attention. So now
Sorry, when you say that, I'm like, oh no, poor baby. It's like, no, he was beating the shit out of everyone else.
Exactly. Yeah, no, he needs to be the king of the castle and get attention
that's
24/7.
kind of cute.
Yeah.
We didn't actually mention his name. His name is Chase.
Oh, way to
Chase.
dox the cat, Riley.
Well, Molly, are you fine with me saying that?
Yeah, I kind of wanted you guys to guess, but I guess Riley already knows what his name is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should.
I wasn't gonna. I don't have the first clue of where to guess for that. So
Just start rattling off names.
yeah, you're welcome. I guess. Yeah.
No, I didn't choose the name, but I think it fits him. Kind of felt weird changing it
Sure, that
when,
makes sense.
once he's had it for a while. Not that he really knows his name.
Does he not react? Or
I think he reacts to just my voice and
right,
like the tone of it, but not necessarily what I'm saying.
that makes sense. Like my dog, if I just say any two-syllable word that starts with M, he just realizes it's him.
Mm.
Like I could call my dog Molly, and he will respond as if it was anything else. You know, not anything else, as if it was his actual name, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Oh, Togs.
Me.
Yeah, that's you. This is our first one we've recorded since we went on a little hangout session.
It is. It is.
Yes, it is.
And if you haven't watched that video yet, listeners and Molly, then your trainers and I hate you.
Are you about to sneeze? You sound like you were about to sneeze at the
No,
end.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a bit.
But no, yeah, Togs and I went out on a little hangout session, and it was nice. I hadn't seen him since we began the podcast, and it was a bit of a trip just to be in the flesh.
I bet. Yeah.
It has been a hot second.
Yeah, we only meet up to watch movies. Because last time we saw each other was Sonic. Now it's this. Anyway, sorry, this isn't an entirely inclusive conversation, Molly. But
I'm trying to, contribute something.
no, it's okay. It's just I just wanted to touch on it just because that is something Togs and I have done that,
Yeah, I'm happy for you guys.
yeah.
I haven't seen many people, so good for you.
Have you checked out the video? Maybe you can live as if you were with us.
It was the movie review, right?
Yeah, it was the movie review. Well, quote unquote movie review.
Okay, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I didn't want to.
Oh, fair. It's not really a
give it-
spoiler-heavy video, and there's really only about 20 seconds worth of movie talk in a 6-minute video. But
Okay. You what's it called when you like trick someone?
I sold you.
No. I'm just blanking on what it's called when like the title is different from the actual content.
Oh, clickbait.
Clickbait?
Clickbait, yeah, clickbait.
Oh, we're masters of clickbait here.
It's not entirely clickbait though, to be fair. It is what it says on the tin. It's just it's not super spoiler heavy. Is Staten Island part of New Jersey or New York?
New York.
New York, yeah.
Okay. I knew it was like, well, because they're so close. I didn't know if it was, related to Jersey. Oh, I didn't actually mention it because you said Garden State, and I was like, oh, Okay, we'll talk about that. But no, the movie from New Jersey is Clerks. I love Clerks.
I don't know if I've seen that.
You haven't? That's such a famous movie. That's
Heard of it, but or if I have seen it, it's been like a very, very long time.
I don't think I've even heard of it.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
I've cosplayed as
Nope,
like one
I'm
of
not
the
kidding you.
main characters like multiple times.
Is it very classically like New Jersey? Can you tell it's in New Jersey, or is it just kind of like they just happen to be there?
They just happen to be, but then the director, all his future movies, like all his movies take place in New Jersey. That's kind of his thing.
Who's the director?
Kevin Smith. And
Sorry, you're really gonna drop that generic ass name
That's-
that's one
Yeah.
step away from John Smith and
No, really, it's a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies, and yeah, it's like all filmed in black and white, and it's about just guys that go to work at a convenience store. That's literally the movie, and it's fucking brilliant.
I'm struggling to be sold on it. I'm a level with you, dog.
No, well,
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go and watch it right after this. I'm sorry.
Is it on Netflix?
it might be. I'll check right now.
Oh, he doesn't even know if it's on Netflix.
Well, I have them on DVD.
Fake fan.
They don't even have dental.
I have physical
Fake
copies. I don't need it on Netflix.
Name 6 of their albums.
They don't have albums, but I can name 6 of their movies. Do you want me to? Or...
The Clerks.
Clerks 1, Clerks 2,
well,
Clerks 3, Attack of the Clerks.
Clerks 4,
Molly-
Tokyo Drift.
Molly, you do not know how shockingly close you are with that.
Including Attack of the Clerks.
Yes. That's actually kind of hilarious.
Okay. Run through it then. Now I need to know.
Okay, well, there's Clerks, then there's Mallrats, then there's Dogma, then there's Chasing Amy. Actually, I think Chasing Amy came
Oh,
before
I've
Dogma.
heard of that one.
Chasing-
I've heard of Chasing Amy.
That was like his most successful. No, I think Clerks was more successful, but Chasing Amy's like his most critically acclaimed one, I'd say. And then also Chasing Amy's like his only non-shitpost movie. Like most of them are like intentionally, haha, stoners hanging out and being dumb. But Chasing Amy's like, this one's the only movie not about stoners. Dogma's great. I really like Dogma. And then there's Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then there was Clerks 2, and then he made a few other movies. He's made quite a few, but those are out of like the Jerseyverse at that point. So
The Jerseyverse.
yeah, like after Clerks 2, the Jerseyverse sort of died off until last year, and he made Jay and Silent Bob reboot, which went back to the Jerseyverse, and he's gonna do Clerks 3 really soon. Yeah.
Attack of the Clerks.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they joked about having Clerks 3 Attack of the Clerks in a previous movie. So that's why I was like, you don't know how close you are. Because I swear I've heard that before. So anyway, I'll get off my little soapbox because I'm just talking my ass off at this point.
What other notes do you have about me? Some juicy notes.
Oh, okay. Which ones have we hit? We've only hit 2 and 4, which is New Jersey and Cat.
And we haven't hit. Speaking of, you live across the street from a fire station.
I do.
That is why Togs is checking on the fire, because that was what was note number 5.
Perfect.
Oh, he's gone off to go look again.
I'm also checking. No fires.
Yep, no fires on this end either.
My house is gone.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
It's just burned down around you, but you're fine.
Yeah. But all my shit's okay. And my dog's here, so it's fine. Hi.
Lovely Casper.
Hey, yeah, Baba.
Casper.
We should get a photo of Casper for an emote in the chat.
Oh my god, you're so fucking right.
I'll make that after we finish recording. But yes, you live across the street from a firehouse, a fire station.
Fire station.
I do.
I
It
remember,
is. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I remember you mentioning it like once, and it's just stuck with me. So that's anyway. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, there's constantly like lights. Like I'll be laying in bed and I'll just see like all the flashing lights going by, or or hear the sirens, but it's surprisingly like not that active, and it doesn't like wake me up or anything.
Right.
So I'm very curious. Like, it doesn't really look like there's anyone there right now. So like, if there was a fire, what happens? There's no one there.
I bet there's people
don't know.
inside. There definitely would be.
Yeah,
I doubt
I hope so.
They're sleeping.
What?
They're sleeping.
Oh, it's nap time.
All the fire trucks are asleep.
Oh, yeah. The humans don't sleep. Trucks do.
It's actually it's like cars.
It is like
Mhm.
cars. Are there fire trucks and cars?
Absolutely, there are.
Prove it.
I think so, like in the town, right? Maybe not.
Cars movie fire
Oh, there is
truck.
one. His name is Red.
Yeah, Red the fire truck. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's ugly as sin. Let's lay that one down.
I'm gonna drop him in the paint. That's great. He is so ugly, but now I have a new favorite Cars
He
character.
really is ugly.
Poor Red.
Yeah, this podcast goes out to Red from the Cars 3. The Cars. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Cars
cars.
3. Attack of the Cars.
Revenge of Car.
Yeah. Yeah. Cars is good. A lot of people give Cars shit, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Same.
No,
It's an anti-cars podcast.
the reason I think Cars is shit on quite heavily is because it's between Finding Nemo and Ratatouille, which are just outstanding.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, do you mean like from that era?
Yeah, and like even
Yeah.
WALL-E, it's like Cars is still good.
Let Festen get stuck in my head so much. Up is another fantastic one.
Yeah, see, there's this little niche of the mid 2000s Pixar movies. Cars may be the worst one there, but it's not a bad movie. Cars 2 and 3 I can't speak for, but Cars 1 is like not bad.
To all the other ones that you mentioned, it's the only one that has like 4 sequels.
Yeah, because it fucking blew up with children.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, because the rest of them knew how to die.
Well, Finding Nemo unfortunately didn't, and it came back. And then Ellen got cancelled.
Oh no, what a nightmare.
Yeah, what a nightmare. I mean, I don't really care about Ellen, but whatever.
Neither.
Ellen,
Never cared.
Ellen cancelled.
I remember in primary school, in like 5th or 6th grade, I had a friend and his mum just loved Ellen. Ellen was always playing at their house.
Yikes.
Yeah. Shout out to I think her name was Carrie?
Belinda.
No, my friend's mum, I think. I remember exactly where they lived because they lived across the road from my grandparents. So I would see them a lot. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. Shout out to Jake. I haven't talked to you in years. Also, you're like the straightest man ever. So, shall we hit one of these other topics? Togs. Actually, no, Molly, 1 or 3. 1 or 3. 3 is the one that Tog said is Juicy's, but 1 or 3.
I mean, we've already touched on 3 as well.
Did we?
Or was that outside of the podcast? Or was that before recording?
We touched on it, but actually, no, you're right. We did touch on it. We totally did touch on it.
Sure.
Well, let's finish it off then if we've already touched
Okay,
on it.
that's true.
Okay, so we're not gonna say the word Riley used. Like I don't think it's bad, but I don't want to risk it.
Do I need to screenshot the message and put it in because I don't want to be.
I mean, if
I'm
you
not
want
sure
to.
what you're talking about, so
Yeah,
I
mean,
some-
like weird flex, but okay.
I'm screenshotting it because I don't trust.
Okay, sure.
Actually, no, I'll screenshot it once we do the 5th point, so it's not a spoiler. Yeah. So point 5 is just that you're in the group chat with me, the namesake of this podcast. So we totally did touch on it.
Right. I'm number 15.
In fact, the 15th.
Yes, and you're really a great addition.
Aw, thanks. I was very honored and surprised
Yeah, that's an exclusive
to
club.
be added. It is, it is.
I don't like talking about it much because I don't want other people to get jealous if they hear about it. But yes,
Fair.
yeah,
Very fair.
it's a cool little gang. Togs, you're quiet. You good?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Togs just woke up right before recording.
So,
by the
so
way.
I truly did, because now I have to wake up for full-time job.
Yeah, busy boy.
I'm tired at the end of the day.
Big old sleepyhead.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm currently unemployed,
Yeah,
so
shout out. Yeah, Molly. Yeah, high five.
trying to keep a schedule is tricky, but it's important for some sanity, for me at least.
That does track.
Well, I'm guessing then that leans into your incredibly cool hobby.
We can talk about
well,
that.
that was one of the other notes.
It is note number 1, in fact.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
your pottery world.
Yes, my pottery world. What do you guys want to know?
Oh,
What don't I want to know? Fuck.
actually, I'll send you her Instagram right now. I'll drop that in the chat. Hold on. Yeah. So how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it for about a year plus a few months. So I started in June of 2019 and then was forced to take, a 3-month break
Right.
starting in March. Yeah, so it hasn't been that long actually, but I just kind of took to it and now I've had tons of time to practice, so I'm getting a lot better.
Right.
But
There's the Instagram. Check that out. I'll put it on screen if that's cool with you.
I'd love some promotion. That'd be awesome.
Shout out to Molly. You should have it like Wally, but like Molly. Because we talked about Wally,
That's when you do Pixar merch.
Something I haven't told you guys is I'm not a fan of like animated movies. I don't know why.
That's totally
They
fine.
just
Totally
I enjoyed them when I was a child, but now I just could never watch one again and I'd be fine.
Wow, that's not me. I can't relate to that.
I'm a mixed
Yeah.
bag. Something needs to strike me perfectly, and then I'm like, yeah. But
I get a lot of hate for it.
I mean, I'm quaking a little bit, so I can understand why you get hate for it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I would enjoy them, but I'm never gonna go to a movie theater and pay for it or just watch it on my own accord, and no one has forced me to watch them. So
right.
I haven't seen any of the.
But if your friends were going to go see it and they were like, "Do you want to come?" You'd be like, "Yeah, sure."
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine.
But they don't do that, so it doesn't happen.
Don't just tickle your fancy just for no reason. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. That's valid.
What kind of movies do you like? Garden State?
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't see it. But...
No, it's I haven't seen that one in a while, but I don't know. I like dramas and dumb comedies sometimes, documentaries. I don't know. There's just something about animated people I feel like I can't relate to as much. Maybe.
I suppose I can get that. It's like the characters have been crafted to be perfectly an archetype, so they don't feel super realistic. But you can get realistic animation, so it's not impossible. But there are definitely animations where it's like, this is the main character, this is the woman, it's like
yeah,
this is the fat friend. It's like, yeah, okay, but that happens in any movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So back on the pottery train. I remember
Choo choo.
you were not telling me, you were telling the group chat recently about how someone like broke some of your stuff.
Oh yeah. I was very upset that day. So I share a studio. I don't have like my own space. So I share like drawing space, I share literally everything. And one of the most important things with pottery is that it dries slowly and like at the correct speed and the correct temperature, the correct way anyways. Otherwise it'll crack.
Yes.
And also one of the steps is trimming it. So you you throw a bowl and it's not finished. You need to trim the bottom, give it a nice foot, add some decorations or whatever you want to do. But if it dries out, that makes it really hard to do. So we have these drying racks where everyone keeps their stuff. And one of the drying racks, the plastic covering was broken. However, if you like played around with it enough, the zipper would work. But someone just didn't do that and they just left it wide open. So I get there like all ready to start my day, like I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then I see I had 6 bowls that I spent hours making like a few days before, and they were all dried out. Some of them had cracked at the bottom, and I was just pissed. I was literally like screaming and crying by myself in the pottery studio because just like someone was so rude. They just left it wide open and they didn't tell the studio owner. So like there's no way she could fix the covering if no one told her.
Right.
So that was a terrible day.
People are monsters.
Kind of
They are. They're just dumb, inconsiderate people.
Well, didn't you say you share the studio with like a lot of children? Or like
Not really.
students?
Like there are students, but they're not typically children.
Right. Okay.
I think the youngest are in college. Yeah, but it's it's like someone who's just not as experienced, and
right.
Who knows? Who knows why they did it?
Some cuck.
Yeah, some filthy cuck.
Yeah.
So what exactly birthed your drive to want to get into pottery?
Yeah. There are quite a few people I know who like do like a class and they're like, oh, I can get into this. But it's a niche activity.
Yeah, it is very niche. It's like, so I don't know. I've always like been aware of it. My high school had a good program, but I never was able to take a class there. And then like I just broke up with my boyfriend. I needed like a new hobby, something to take up my time, and I finally just decided to research and find a studio and like actually sign up for a class. And it's definitely not for everyone, like you get really messy. It takes hours and hours of practice to do like the simplest things. Like the very first step is the hardest step to do, which is so frustrating because it's like
what's the first step?
It's centering the clay on the wheel.
Right.
So like if your clay isn't uniform and centered, if it's wobbling around, then you can't really make something that is uniform.
Right.
It'll be all wobbly. But like everyone just wants to make something, so
Yeah, you just see in like a movie or something, they just slap it on the circle without any care. So I imagine people go into it just assuming that's how it works, and it'll just center itself. But no.
Exactly. It looks so much easier than it is. And one of the most frustrating parts about it is like during the class, they're like, here's a few different directions. They give you very minimal directions and then they just leave you alone to practice. Right. And like I don't work that way. Like I need step-by-step directions. Yeah, it's it's so hard, but like you really just have to try it out and try the different methods and see what works for you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know like why I kept going. Obviously it was frustrating, but like when you come out with a finished piece that's like usable and beautiful, it's so satisfying.
I can imagine that must be a great feeling to just be like, I made this teacup or whatever.
This was me.
Same, like when you make a game or like you make a character or a drawing
Yeah.
and you're proud of it, or even if it's crappy, you're still like, I made this thing. It's still cool.
I totally get that. I totally get that.
Have you guys ever tried it? Any type of pottery?
Pottery?
Like,
I did
yeah.
it in high school a little bit.
I don't think so.
Did you not even do it in high school, Togs?
No, I did the theater rather than
Oh,
art.
okay.
So
I did art, but then I dropped out, haha, because I wasn't doing my artwork, and then it was like, oh, all the work is due. Oh, I'm just gonna drop out. Because I would just sit in there and like draw my own shit or like make my own shit, and then they're like, "Oh, where's all your projects?" And I was like, "I'm out."
Who?
No, but yeah, I've done pottery before. My sister's fiance does pottery as well. He's made quite a few things. I'm not sure what he's made, but
Awesome.
I've heard that he does it. I think he has, because like his family lives on like a decently sized property. I'm pretty sure they have like a garage or something that just has like, wheels, and they might even have a kiln.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dream, man. My landlord, I was talking to him the other day and he was like, you should turn the garage into a pottery studio. I was like, yeah, if you want to install an AC and a heating unit because like
Yeah.
it is gross outside in New Jersey.
Yeah, and there's just gonna be a giga oven in a little room. It's like, do you really want?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be awful.
I mean, it would be cool, but yeah, it would be very hot.
Yeah, no. The dream one day is to have your own studio. But then it takes away a little bit of the social element, which I
Yeah.
do love.
I
Is
suppose
it
so.
like is it like a potential career for you?
I don't know. People have asked me that before, and I'm still at the point where I'm learning things,
Sure.
and I
How
wouldn't
how long have you been doing it again?
a little over a year.
Okay.
So, like, I can definitely make a lot of things, but I don't know if it would be enough to make a career out of it. It would, I don't know. And also, like, a lot of the career potters, they're making like 40 of the same mugs. Like, that's all they
Yeah.
do in a day. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that doesn't really sound fun. It kind of takes out the creative aspect of it. I don't know. Maybe later in life. Because I like, in my real life, I'm a food scientist
Whoa, food
and
scientist.
unemployed food scientist.
Yeah.
And I really want to have that career and like see how that is. And if I do find that I would like to pursue pottery more, maybe later, but I want to see this other path first.
What exactly is a food science? Do you like just look at a head of lettuce and say this is made of explodium, and then that's like I don't know what.
No, not quite. I do. It is like
No.
the physical chemistry of food. So, like, lettuce is made of, I don't know. We didn't learn about lettuce in school, but
You slept through lettuce class.
I slept through lettuce class. I was more interested on the chocolate class. That was my favorite part.
Oh, did you actually like main chocolate in school?
Main chocolate. Shut up.
No, that's what I mean. Like, is that like with the tempering and all that? Is that like what you focused on?
No, I didn't. That was just like a chapter in a book. I didn't focus on any food specifically.
Right.
But yeah, it's kind of like a wide range of jobs, but generally, like think of all the big food companies that make your food, you know, like, I don't know if they're the same in Australia, but like Mars chocolate and
Yeah.
Kraft and Heinz,
Yeah, we got all of them.
Mondelez.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that last one is, but we got all
The
the
one the one we don't have is Hershey's, which is okay because it tastes like vomit.
I'm not a fan of Hershey's chocolate. It's very waxy.
I mean, I'm fine with Hershey's, but there are choices I'd rather take.
It literally contains butanic acid, which is found, and the reason that people who eat European chocolate don't like Hershey's is because it contains butanic acid, which is found in and reminds us of vomit.
I'm sorry, Togs. Are you the food scientist here?
Actually,
It's like it.
you're closer than you think.
Yeah?
Let's have a
Yeah.
food scientist off, huh?
Yeah, we talk about, you know, the molecules, especially like in I've been trying to work in the flavor industry, and all it is
Yeah,
just
totally, flavor
taking
science.
different chemicals and you just mix them together and you get like these 5 chemicals are what tastes like a banana, things like that. It's fascinating.
That is fascinating. Check out what the fucking... I'm gonna drop an image in chat. This is the first thing that shows up when you search food scientist, and it is just hilarious to me. It's just a bunch of people staring at a chicken.
I've never had to do that before. I haven't worked with live animals.
But you would welcome it, right?
Actually, no. There's tons of like pet food companies. You know, pet food is like huge. It's an exploding industry, and I just like have not applied to any of those jobs because I don't want to be like having to taste dog food and cat food.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't be fun.
No,
I'd
not
be at
so
peace
much.
with it.
Then why don't you do it?
I literally have a job, so
That's fair, yeah.
yeah. I'm already making redacted 1,000 per year, so
We got a bona fide billionaire.
okay. What part of 1,000 do you struggle with?
How many thousands are in a billion?
What you want me? So you want me to say 6,000,000?
Sure.
Yesterday I was
instead
trying
of 6
to
million. Okay.
I was talking about how Jeff Bezos is like a 200 billionaire, but I didn't know how to say it. Like, is that the right way to say it? 200 billionaire?
Yeah, I think so.
It just sounds so dumb.
Because you would say
Well,
like 200,000, so.
Well, the thing is, billionaire is an adjective of a person, not of a number. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So you
Okay.
can have 2 billion and 800 billion and be the same level of billionaire. So you just say he 200 billion in the bank, you know.
Right.
I should have just said it like that. Yeah.
I'm having a real hard time trying to find a place to put this food scientist photo. I've been like stretching it and trying to make it fit everywhere on this paint. It's a hard time.
Just cut out all the food scientists and put the chicken.
Even
That's all we
still, there's
need.
just actually no. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
I'm obsessed with food. It's so fun. I could talk about food all day long.
What is your favorite food?
Oh no.
Oh God.
I hate picking favorites.
No, I understand that. I'm completely the same.
I am though. I have like a humongous sweet tooth.
Sure.
So I will always choose like sugar over anything else.
I get that. I mean, I'm more of a savory person, but yeah, sugar's cool. Sugar's lit.
No, right, Riley, you're a little sweetie. What are you talking about?
You're a bit of fucking.
Tox is spicy, I think.
Oh, Tugs is spicy. You're right with that.
Yeah.
Molly, I feel like you're sweet.
I'll take that.
Out of all of the food categories, you're sweet. Tugs, you're definitely spicy. Tugs, you've just called me sweet, but I don't think I self-identify as sweet.
Who's umami? I feel like someone has to be umami.
How can I be umami? Oh my God.
My mummy is Heather.
I'm MSG. Yeah.
I feel like you're spicy though. Molly was right. You're spicy.
Sure.
Am I? No, I'm not sour. I don't think I'm sour. Maybe I am sweet.
Salty?
Well,
I can see it.
I do get pretty salty pretty easily.
No, but not even like in like the lol salty way. Like just like I mean I love salt. I fucking love salt.
Sure. Yeah, I love salt too. Salt is good. Oh, we are actually getting pretty close to the end. So
Which means I need to go check that my life isn't about to burn down.
okay, because there's two things we do like to cover on now at the end of episodes, and we forgot to do it last episode. I think maybe did we? It was we recorded it so long ago, but I'll wait for him to get back. Hold on.
You need that checklist. I live by checklists.
It's not so much a checklist as much as like a hey, this is a fun way to end it. You know. Are you headset on? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were because you didn't say like I'm back or anything like that, so I didn't know what was up.
That would have been rude.
That's true. Yeah. So.
So anyway.
So, Molly, what's your favorite piece of world lore?
That's a mouthful. World lore.
Yes.
Oh.
This is a new segment I'm trying to introduce to the show.
This is a hard one. I feel like I have to say the New Jersey Devil just because New Jersey, and I can't think of anything else.
Sorry, I'm gonna need for it to be classified as lore. I'm gonna need a little more. I'm gonna need a fact rather than a statement.
Yeah. When we think of lore, it's more like here's a piece of
like Dick Cheney made money off the Iraq War.
Yeah, that's lore.
Yeah.
You're thinking of like a myth.
Yeah.
Fable.
Yeah.
Okay, so just like a conspiracy type thing.
Not a conspiracy.
No. Or it can even be like, oh, a bog is more marshy, and a fen is a peat bog, or something like that. Like,
you know, your standard swamp fact.
Yeah. Okay, right, Riley. Why don't you give us an example of a piece of world lore?
Okay. Did you know that Wayne's World 2 was filmed in 2 weeks?
I did not know that Wayne's World 2 was filmed in 2 weeks.
Yeah, because they did the first Wayne's World, and then they're like, we need to make the second one quick. And they just filmed it in 2 weeks, and it came out the next year.
Wild.
Yeah, so that's...
Was it a good movie, or...?
Yeah, it stands up.
No, it was a good movie.
The Wayne's Worlds, they definitely stand up if you watch them back to back. Like, they're very good. Anyways, so that is an example of world lore.
Dang, I wish I had time to prepare something.
I'm sorry we didn't give you, you know, the.
It's okay. I'm just gonna prepare you that like it's gonna be a mediocre lore because.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm unprepared.
To be fair, it's a new segment on the show, so I understand you weren't prepared. It's completely fair.
Okay, can I do 2?
Sure.
Oh.
One of them's really quick, and they just when I think of these 2 together, like I always think of them together because I learned them at the same time. The first one is that I think it's wombats poop in cubes.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the other one is that bananas, they grow towards the sun.
Oh,
so
is
like,
that why they bend up?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, and it's actually a bush. They grow on a bush. And they grow like up towards the sun. So like they're literally defying gravity, and I think it's so cool.
Is that true, Molly? Because my neighbor has a banana tree, and I see it every day.
Well, no. Sorry, no. Bananas don't grow on trees. Right?
Well, they have some large banana thing.
You get like banana plants. Molly's right.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I need to confirm this, right?
Yes, we need to look this shit up.
Thank you. Look it up.
Tree.
Also, bananas are fascinating because like everyone just eats the same type of banana now because there used to be other types that were like more popular and had different flavors, but there were
There
all
are-
these diseases that killed them off.
There are different types of bananas.
There are plantains and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's a plantain.
I guess.
That's not that's different.
I guess it is like a little shrub. I think you could still classify that as like. I get it's not made of wood, but I feel like you could classify that as a tree still.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
seeing an
tree,
image,
but it's
I'm happy to say it is a happy medium.
okay. We can agree there.
Yes, that was some fun world lore. And
We have fun here at the 15 podcast.
and just to wrap it up, because we are like 5 minutes over, do you know how the show ends?
Okay.
No?
Sorry. I've listened to episodes through, but I haven't listened to the end of any in a while.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, how episodes end and have been for about the last 20 or so, probably longer, is you just speak, and then when you're finished talking,
Oh.
it just cuts. But Togs, do you have anything to say first, just to get that out of the way? Like,
Nope.
Okay, Molly, the floor is yours. Speak away.
All right. No pressure here. I'm just going to keep talking. Maybe I'll read off my to-do list for this past Monday. I had to post on Instagram for my pottery account. I tidied my room. I did the dishes. I made a grocery list. I did some food science reading. I did not stretch, but I should have. Then I went to pottery and I did some reading and I applied to some jobs. And then I prepped for an interview. And then I put off making a stencil for a project. And then I wrote a letter to a friend. And that's all I did on Monday.